Well, the big useless fatso is at it again. Yes, ebegging, as usual. And with no budget. Yes.
I don't know. And short of pesos right now to...
So in this video, I'm exposing the fat useless bum for his great idea that he's been talking about and showing in videos. Yes, the restart of the duckweed / tilapia. So sit back and watch and listen and learn how an ebegger does it in this part 1 video.
Continuing journey of the tilapia. I think the big point moving forward with the tilapia, the biggest point moving forward with tilapia, is being able to cut the feed cost. I mean, that's that's the bottom line right there. And if I can accomplish that using duckweed, then it's game on.
So the question is, do tilapia like duckweed more than azola? Watch.
I don't know, probably 100, perhaps 150 tilapia in this last tank here. But they're all small. They're all like 2 or 3 inches, except for about 2 dozen, which are palm sized, okay? Now, everything that you see growing in this tank is azola. And when I took this video, the other video, I put a full container of this that was all duckweed in this, and it completely covered the surface. And 48 hours later, it's gone. So the fish ate it all, and they left the azola. So it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out that the fish prefer the duckweed.
A rocket scientist. Wow. Fatso, you are one smart son of a bitch. Now don't overfeed them tilapia. Conserve your duckweed, Fatso. But watch.
So I'm going to give them a little snacky snack of duckweed since they like it so much. I haven't 100% given up on the tilapia. People keep asking about it, and I've known for a while, I just haven't made videos about it, that the tilapia really dig duckweed.
Oh, huh. He hasn't completely given up on them, tilapia. I thought you gave up completely. A failed project. Oh well, here we go again. Duckweed and tilapia. Yep, now he's thinking again. How do I scam these people into thinking I can make money with tilapia? How can I get some donations to help me along with this failed project from before in the past? And I'm going to try again. Watch.
And I have many times said that I'm not going to get back into tilapia production because the cost of the sacked feed is prohibitive. Feeding them nothing but sacked feed is at very best a break-even proposition.
Break even? You didn't break even, you fatso. You lost your ass. And you know it. Short of peso, always. However, how can I get some money from donations for my tilapia? That's what he's thinking. So listen to his scheme here, his research.
However, Talapia Dave left a comment. It's funny, whenever I reply to one of his comments, it disappears for some reason. He had said that there were trials that had been done with tilapia with up to a 50% supplement of duckweed into their feed.
Now isn't that something? Every time you comment, it disappears. Strange, eh? Anyway, isn't that something? 50% savings. Wow. Now he's going to tell you one thing that he has learned. Listen.
And look, one thing I've learned about tilapia is that you just can't raise them in a pond, because they begin breeding at about 3 months, but you can't really harvest them until they're 5 months. And so what happens in that 2 months, while they're still growing and you're not harvesting them, is that they're breeding.
And the problem is, Fatty, that you don't feed them enough to grow. But I'm glad you learned that one thing. But the one thing we learned about it is you lost your ass, you gave up, and now you're trying to start over again. You useless, scamming bum. Yep, with his expertise on tilapia, and this is the only way to do it. Listen.
The only way to do it, and the only way to do it, is in raised cages. And Dave has helped me along and helped me realize all this.
So, I'm trying to remember here. Wasn't that your story like a year and a half ago? But you ran out of peso. Yep. Short of peso, you couldn't do it. It was just too costly, and yeah. Okay, now he's got a big, bright idea coming up here. Listen.
To get, even 3 or 4 kilos of dried duckweed per day. And that's what I would need on the latter half of that growth cycle. And the only thing I can come up with is one of these tanks.
Fatso. That's a great idea. They only been sitting there for 2 years now, just doing nothing, and all the money that was donated is just wasted. But that's a hell of an idea. Yeah. Grow duckweed, save cost on feed. Oh, you're going to make tons of peso. Thousands. Well, now he's going to tell us the plan he's got. He's been thinking.
Well, I don't think I have enough excess water to keep even 6 or 8 inches of water in that tank, because it's an earthen bottom. And I'm thinking about a lot of options here.
Yeah, he's thinking about lots of options. The wish list is out again. He's thinking, what should I do? What should I do? What can I do? Even though I'm short of peso. You useless fucking bum. Okay, now, anyone listening, get out your cash. Send to PayPal or whatever money usage Fatso uses, because he needs help.
I might try to somehow line it. Look, the best solution is to cement the bottom.
Yeah, that's the best solution. Yeah. But like I said, you're short of peso, Fatso. So what are you going to do? Yeah. Put out your wish list, because you need help to get back in tilapia. Now he brings up excuses of the past. Listen.
And when we were originally building these tanks, was for tilapia, and then very quickly after that, shrimp.
Yep. Hungarian polar bear donated all the money for the blocks, sand, you name it. And then when he quit donating, the project stopped. The shrimp failed, the tilapia failed, and now you're trying to do it all over again. You ebegging scumbag. More plans, but short of peso. So listen.
If I'm only going to utilize them to grow duckweed, I only need to finish about a foot, render. By finish, I mean render about a foot of the walls of this. And actually, the walls now are way too high, but I could still scoop out quite a bit just from the sides, duckweed, and get it out that way. So look, as you guys know, there's a ton of stuff on this farm I can spend money on. But now that we're starting to get back a little bit of our investment and sweat equity.
Get back a little bit of your investment. You're talking about making money with squash, are you? Or like it's been short of peso for so long, and short of donations. Yeah, get back some of the donators' money. You ebegging fatso. You're pathetic. So how many days have you been thinking up this new ebeg story, fatso? Listen to him.
Basis, other things to make this farm even more. And at some point, I'm going to try to dig up the money from somewhere to try to cement the bottom of this tank. Just this one tank.
Gonna dig up the money. Dig, ebeg. Wish list. Short of peso said. You ebegging son of a bitch. More plans and forecasts given.
Because the water's not going to be that deep. And because the water's not going to be that deep, I don't have to do a bunch of backfill, because that's what all this dirt here was placed around it for, is to backfill the walls so that they would be able to hold 3+ feet of water, and that's why the walls are so high. But just as a duckweed grow out, and maybe possibly at some time in the future a crayfish grow out tank.
Now, did you hear this? Don't have to backfill. Don't have to bust your ass to do that. That dirt was all piled around there 2 years ago when you built them things with the money donated from Hungarian polar bear. But did you hear that? Possibly in the future, a crayfish grow out. Wow. Big plans from the big man at the shithole bobble. Yep, lots of stuff to think about.
Got lots of stuff to think about. But I would most definitely like to get back into raising some tilapia.
Fatso. You just amaze me how you can ebeg like this. You're a bum. So there you have it, straight from the shithole, dreaming fat-ass manager, the Bahava broke-ass bum himself. We always wonder how he keeps going. Yes, just getting by and surviving the good life at the shithole. Well, a little bit here and a little bit there. Donations, I mean. Yes, from eBegging. But just wait. There is tons of squash soon to hit the market. And then in 6 months, tilapia to sell at a big profits. I mean, you just heard him and his plans. And if anything goes sideways, he's got crayfish for backup. It's like a damn horror movie. Or maybe more better, a science fiction show. So please tell us your opinion of the future of the Bahaval. Thanks again for watching part 1 and soon to be part 2 on its way.
I hate rude behavior in a man. I won't tolerate it.